Hey folks, Glenn May here with BassResource.com, and welcome to another edition of Hank Parker's Fishing Tips. Hank, this week's question, it comes from Mike Long from West Florida, and he wants to know, when you start out fishing with soft plastics, do you start with them weighted or weightless?
Well, I started out fishing with soft plastics, weighted. I didn't even know anything about a weightless soft plastic until I probably been fishing 10 years. I started out Carolina rigging actually. Then I went to a bullet weight on a Texas rig. So today when I fish a worm, I'm thinking of getting it down on the bottom. I fish a worm a lot different today than I did 20 years ago. I use a shaky head a lot. I use a drop shot rig, which 20 years ago I'd never heard of. I still use a Carolina rig the way I started. I still use a Texas rig. I rig a worm with no weight, wacky style. I rig a worm with no weight, a sinking worm, Texas style. I also rig a sinking worm, wacky style. So there's a lot of varieties on how you rig a soft plastic worm, and each one of them is very effective under the right circumstances. You have to determine what those circumstances are and when to rig that bait. And we can get into how heavy a weight. You know, if I'm punching grass, I may use a 2-ounce tungsten big chunk of weight. If I'm fishing just finesse fishing and there's not a lot of wind, I may use a 1/16 of an ounce. So weights are a big deal as well. So it all varies on the conditions and what type of structure you're fishing around. So, and all that changes, you know. Sometimes you want a fish deep and a very fast presentation and use a lot more weight. So there's a lot of variation, but a lot of effective ways to fish a plastic worm with a weight, with a shaky head, a drop shot, a Carolina rig. All of them work. So you have to decide when the right time is to use which setup.
Mike, I hope that answers your question. If you need more tips and tricks, hey, go over and visit HankParker.com. There's lots of tips and tricks on there too, and articles that Hank has written. You'd love them. Trust me, they're great. And if you want to be notified of the next time we post more of Hank's tips, just subscribe to the channel. Thanks and have a great day.